Howdy friends, my name is Bernardo Spaniel from Nardio.net, and today we're going to do another Edit With Me Monday. So what this is going to be is showing you how I turn from this to this. So we're going to start off here. This is a JPEG I shot on my iPhone 14 Pro Max Plus Ultra or something like that. Anywho, I was working on the cover image for one of my new battle reports that's coming out sometime soon, and I didn't nail all the details like I thought I did with my orcs. And while I'd love to go back and paint everything up to perfection, I don't have time for that. I have more reports to make, film, I have more photos to shoot, and I just want to put my best foot forward. I will go back to these minis and perfect them, but as you can see here to here, I skimped out on a few things that I just fixed in post. I also do this sometimes with minis that are perfect for me, but when I start doing when I photograph them, they just don't pop as well as I would like on camera, which is really frustrating. So for example, red eyes aren't as crazy red as you want them to be, or armor that looks super bright to me doesn't look that bright to my camera. So yes, I lie in my pictures. Everyone does. Welcome to the world. Anywho, so we're gonna fix this photo up today. So what we're gonna do is show you kind of what the finished image is gonna look like, and we're gonna start from scratch. So we're gonna go from this all the way back to that. And yeah, we've come a long way, baby. So let's start. First and foremost, we're gonna go and change the aspect ratio that I want for these guys, about here. So again, you click this button here, and you can change the crop and whatnot. This is great for Instagram shots. Now, what's usually my first thing is going to be my second thing. I'm going to go here to lens corrections, enable profile corrections, and remove chromatic aberration. And I'm going to go find my phone. This is an Apple. And then you got to scroll through all the nonsense. And I believe this is what I use. The back camera, 9mm, which I believe is default, f2.8. Boom, you see things shift and change it there. And we're 99% done. Not really, but let's say so. Okay, so first we're going to play around with some general settings here. As you can see, the image is a little dull, so we're going to go up the exposure rate a little bit. Let's bring it to 45. That's nice and even. Let's see here. Off the shadows most definitely. Okay. Want those blacks a little blacker. All right. Now here's the fun stuff. What you would never do with people, we do with minis all the time. We're going to up the texture like crazy. 20 seems fine. And then the clarity. All right. Now let's do that side by side already. Yeah, huge difference as you can see. All right, so zoom back out here. Vibrance and saturation's next. So vibrance. That feels about right. Let's pump this saturation. All right, now if any of you know where I could find a red for painting minis that is this sear your eyeballs almost neon red, please let me know in the comments. I am on an eternal quest to find it because I am just not happy with what I'm finding now. All right, so the rest of this image is going to be light edits with some small things, and also masks. So this section here, masking, this is where most of the work's getting done. But first, I want to fix this little thing right here. So we're going to zoom in, get this down, boop, done. You're like, I could have gotten that one perfect, but it's so small you're not going to notice. And this is going to be on a sub-image of something later on. So let's get to fixing these guys up. Already, this is a huge change. Like, for a small teaser image at the side of the video, this is kind of almost fine, but we could do a little bit better. So first we're going to go to masks, radial gradient, and select this guy right here. So he's perfectly positioned for this photo, but unfortunately he just doesn't, it's a little shadowy, a little dark. So up his exposure a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to drop the highlights a little bit. 1 second. If you're hearing something crunching, my kitty is eating next to me. Okay. Now, let's go and do again what we never do. Pump that texture. Look at that. It's crazy when you see the difference. Like 0, pumped. 0, pumped. Like the arm is sticking out more, the legs sticking out a little more. That's great. Bring up the clarity just a bit. All right, he's looking good. He's looking good. So we're going to do another mask. Brush. Now the eyes. If you look around here, their eyes aren't as popping as much as we would like, and we're going to go and fix that. So we're going to zoom in, hit space bar while you're here, then brush over the eyes. What I like to do is brush over one, because it's a good litmus of the rest of them. I'm going to pump the saturation up to 100. I'm going to take the tint here, right over here, and we're going to... Actually, no, we're going to drop the bottom hue bar to... I like how you can see it change as I do this. Oh, that's a red. That's a red that goes on camera. See, again, this is what you want. You want this to just really scream out red. Now, we'll go back and paint the rest of these little guys. And again, even if I painted these before red, they would not be popping this much. Like this much. So this is the fun part about doing this, because you can even just make things that look great in person look even better online. And like everyone else, even orcs want to look good online. You know, this guy doesn't have an eye for some reason. We're going to give him a bit of a red eye. Good old, there we go. Glorious. Let's fill all that in with the red. Yeah, now you see those reds from here. And you know what? I'm going to say this something that most people don't say. If you look at a lot of big painting YouTubers' videos, they're a bunch of freaking liars, man. Like, look at their final project when it's what is it? They're finished painting it, just when they finish painting it, and then go back and look at their cover image, and you're gonna notice they pumped their colors. They made things pop and they cleaned up the image from. And it's frustrating when you see it. Oh my God, I can't think of his name right now, but there's a dude who doesn't, and it pisses me off because I watched a few of his things, and it's a lie. It's a freaking lie. Anyway, so we're done with the eyes. Yes. So we're going to create a new brush, and basically we're just like painting the minis again. So right here, you're going to see something where Bernardo screwed up on. I didn't get to painting these teeth properly. So we're going to paint them digitally. So we'll start off, hit O so you don't see the mask. Just going to drop that saturation. Boom, he has white teeth. So that's step one there. Actually, can we go further? Yeah, we'll go further. There. Now we step back. Did I miss any more teeth? I think I got them all. Yeah, everything else is yellow as it should be. Like I actually went and did those properly, but I goofed here and there. Let's get rid of that bit of green on those teeth. Okay. So, done there. New mask. Go. Brush. What are we going to do now? Now, the gold. Yes, that's what we're going to do. We go back to this guy, and he has this beautiful, beautiful gold piercing right out of high school, right out of the 90s. But he has his tongue pierced too. So, there we go. Move the temperature here up to 100. Boom! Yellow goldish. Now there's a few guys who are feeling alternative. Let's paint that in. Now I know what you're saying. This isn't gold, and I'm going to say obviously, but this is yellow enough that people are going to get the point when they see it. Is that all the gold there? Oh, his earring, his earring. Can't forget this Chad's earring. Okay. Now make another mask using the brush again. Now I'm sure you may have noticed it if you're watching so far, but I did a big boo-boo and I didn't paint this guy's mouth. So let's go in his mouth, select the brush, start painting inside of it. Just be careful to avoid the teeth. Okay, hit O to get rid of the mask. We're gonna push the tint to 100. All right, toward the purple and saturation to. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Let's say 93. All right, now we're gonna zoom out. Oh, that looks much better. That looks much better. Okay. Here, we got to fix this guy's strings. So interestingly enough, I almost feel like maybe they use the same, I mean, like this is real, but it kind of looks like they use the same leather for the ball as for the clothing. I'm guessing they used human skin. And I'm going to do another brush. I'm going to shrink this down, and we're going to start painting over the threads in his clothing. Just minimize and expand it as needed. I use the mouse wheel when I want to do this to just make it like smaller and larger. And then just paint over where you see all of these little lines. And this is going to be kind of hard because like you can't really see them so much. So you might just, play around and make some little lines up and it'll still look okay. So we hit O and then go to the exposure. I'm going to raise it up a little bit. I know, it seems crazy, but trust me. Okay, then go to the saturation over here, drop it down. Now it looks a little weird until you zoom out, and boom, beautiful white lines. Like I actually took the time to do what I didn't take the time to do. All right, now guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna make another brush mask. So create new mask, brush, and again, we're just basically painting here. These guys, the teeth on these guys are just way too white. I mean, like they've been going to the dentist or something. So we're gonna paint their teeth a proper, orky, disgusting yellow. So, and this is pretty easy to do. Honestly, I think in a few years, we're going to be doing this online. Not online, but like in stores and then also on our computers and maybe even online. Can you imagine if you order a Mini and you get a chance to like pick out your Mini that you want? And I know plenty of people want to want the process of painting Minis, myself included. It's wonderful. But for those of us who don't have time, or when he's like, look, I want to play, I just don't want to paint, or I just don't have the time to paint, I can imagine going to some websites in the future, picking out your minis that you want, and either going for a default color scheme where they're sent to you, or you could just spend the time and paint them digitally just the way I'm doing today. And I betcha, oh lordy, I betcha, you're going to have plenty of people who would like sign up for that in a heartbeat. Like, because then you're still kind of taking the time painting it. But like, you know, for plenty of people who can't paint, like you just don't have the space, you don't have the time, you don't have the money. This stuff gets pricey. I can see just going out to these places or going out to some places and ordering the minis painted just the way I wanted, sent to me. I can see myself being very happy with that. Like right now, I really don't have the space to be doing this. My pile of shame is kind of like a hoarder's den in my tiny apartment. All right. So we hit O. Now we're gonna just raise the temperature here. Oh, look at those yellow teeth shining through. That's fine. Okay, so one more mask and we're good. But this time we're selecting subject. Oh man, look at this crazy AI, how good it's gotten. So we don't want to actually work on them. We want to work on the background. So go here to invert, and now the background is selected. Now hit O. Now I'd like a whiter background to work with before I put this onto the feature image for my orcs versus black orc video that you're going to check out soon on Nardio. So we're going to go here, and we're going to drop the saturation. Okay. And then we're going to raise the whites. All right. That is sensational. Let's close that out there. Let's go here. There's your before, there's your after. Huge difference. And let me look around real quick. If there's anything else I want to do. You know, since this is going to be on a feature image of my video, you don't really need to see that the circles here. Okay. And yeah, that's it. Everything else here I honestly don't care about. I can do that later on, and bam. Look how I brighten those colors. Look how this worked out really well. Okay, we do see something here. This tooth isn't brightened enough because I got rid of the saturation there. So let's see what we can do here. We're gonna go brush here. Let's give it a little bit of yellow. Can I do that without bringing back the green? Looks like we're gonna have to bring the saturation back. All right, so it's fighting with the green. There we go. Not quite as yellow as that, but the tooth is showing through, and I'll see how it looks when it's zoomed out. All right. His teeth are on yellowish par with everything else. It stands out a bit. And I'm gonna call this done. So I'm happy with this. I hope you're happy with this, and I hope you're having a great day. Now, if you like my content, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. If you really want to be awesome, please support us on Patreon. So that's that. Please like, subscribe. This is the channel, Nardio. We have a whole bunch of videos. We do cosplay interviews, lens reviews, photography tutorials, and a whole bunch of other cool, fun stuff. There are even pictures and videos of my cats. So yeah, cool stuff. You can also check out my content on Instagram here at NardioNet. I have a whole bunch of great pictures, and I hope you enjoy them. All right, that's all. You have a great day. See ya. Bye.